Last night's review was funny as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah,
y'all
I
review
seen that
yesterday?
shit. It was a sad day for when y'all did that Cuban Link video.
Oh yeah, it was the trigger. It was the trigger one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The, yeah, I was wrong. It was Smooth the Hustler that was supposed to be with the firm or something. It wasn't Trigger the Gambler. It was Smooth the Hustler.
I never even knew that shit.
Yeah, he was in the studio in the
Yeah, I
early
never knew
days
that
of.
neither. I always got messed up with the nature shit.
Yeah, he was in the studio because he was like he really fucked with like he was like really tight with Lil Kim and shit like that. So he was like always in the studio during the firm sessions and shit like that. And it
Mm.
was said that he was supposed to be a part of that, or he had some verses for songs, but they just never made it or something.
Wow.
Steve Stout said, "We don't need none of these Roddy niggas out here in the firm. We need Nas to be on his dick."
No.
We're gonna start the shit at 9 minutes just to let y'all know because EV Mux got me on a 2 hour limit, so fuck it.
Right.
But it's better
Word.
quality, so I'm not complaining.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sad day for the Wu Tang when this album came out, boy. It was a sad day.
And they want to talk about the mobility, like mobility.
Right. Better
Mo,
than
Like
this.
that's a solid album though. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck with nobody.
I
uh,
agree.
it aged better than some. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nigga, you
Honestly,
guys go to Orange Redemption. A lot of
whoa,
you niggas don't. A lot of these niggas
I
don't
don't
even
like
talk
that
about
one.
you.
I don't like that one.
I have
that's
not.
a dope
I have not
album.
heard a. I
No.
have not heard a You Got album yet.
That I
Yo,
didn't like
man,
that.
that shit solid, man. I like that shit.
To
I
me, the
love Golden
production
Harvey.
was whack.
You crazy. You crazy.
I watched the You Got documentary. I just never.
You must be smoking something after that.
It was a Scarface comment for me. That was what got me in.
I put that shit in the comments.
But I like that Cuban Links video because I didn't know a lot of shit about Cuban Links. It was kind of interesting.
Right. No, Kavace was saying something about
Had all those goddamn Janet Jackson skits on there. That what pissed me off. Had them Jackson.
what documentary was it you were talking about, Kavace?
Oh, it was some. It was like it was well over 10 years ago. He had this documentary. It's like a Wu Tang documentary. It was before, like way before Wu Tang did like
Right.
documentaries and shit. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. Let me try to see if I can
And they,
find
they
it.
got one. They got a documentary on the bonus disc for 8 diagrams. There's a documentary about the clan.
I
Oh,
love
okay.
that documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got that with they got.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, Rise of the Fallen Soldier.
Okay.
You Got. Yeah, it came out in 2004.
Yeah, I was looking at that Capadonna. I forgot what that shit called. It like him like dubbing over a kung fu movie or some shit. That shit funny as fuck. I forgot what they called.
I gotta see that.
I just want to get fucked up tonight after the day I've had.
Mm.
Mexicans.
I thought you was fucked
I
up
was fucked
yesterday.
up yesterday. Hell, a lot of the best reviews we've done, I was either drunk, high, shrooms. I just don't tell nobody, especially if we're doing like a
Yeah.
bad album and shit.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
tell.
depends a lot.
I be questionable when you pick some of your CDs for the collection video. I be like, is Rich? How?
All right, all right. I have a certain love for certain albums, and you know me, I like to get the rarities sometimes too.
You need to get the clips
Yeah,
out.
you be.
You need the
I
clips
put the
out.
link in for the You Got
He ain't
joint.
ready. He ain't ready for that heat.
Nah,
He ain't.
you don't want that.
Don't want what?
The clips. You need that album.
Nah.
He don't want no
Well,
fire.
well,
He don't want no fire
well.
emojis to go.
I'll get that. Hell hath no fury. If I
Oh
get
my
Lord willing
god.
less than $5, I don't mind. You know.
You need all three of them, sir. You need all three albums, sir.
Yo.
All I'm just saying is, if it's a bad album and it's an artist I like, if it's less than $5, less than $7, I'll get it. You know. That's just
Wow.
how I do. Like
I'm paying more. I'm paying more than that.
like the Naked Truth from Lil Kim. That was a rarity on vinyl, so I couldn't skip on that.
Man, that's crack money prices right there. You don't need to pay above $10 for that. Like, come on.
Foxy Brown, China Doll. That was like $5 and shit.
Lord. That should have been a
That's
penny.
way better than the Naked Truth.
That should have been a penny.
That shit was ass. And after y'all had that,
Y'all need
after we had that
stop.
discussion, I went back and listened to both albums. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, I'm going to double down that Notorious Kim is way better than China Doll.
Wow.
You crazy. Y'all crazy as hell, man. Y'all crazy as hell.
Yo.
Don't let try influence you.
I don't like either of those albums, so
Let me say, you know I fuck with you, Try. You know.
oh man.
Shit. Okay.
Right?
Oh,
Mills album
hell
over that
drunk when he
fucking
did that one.
Angie Martinez.
How low can I go?
Jesus Christ.
At least he got a couple songs on there that I fuck with. I don't go.
Bro. I didn't even listen to that album. Lord.
Y'all
She got For the
reviewed
Fam on
that
there. At
one?
least he
Oh,
came with
that's
something
crazy.
like Angie Martinez.
Was bad.
For which one? Hold up. Which
Both of
album?
I
them.
can't even.
Both Angie Martinez albums were bad.
Wait, she got two albums? I didn't
She
even
got
know
two.
that.
Yeah, she got two.
That's
Y'all did the
Yeah.
Animal House?
crazy.
Yeah, one review is enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
That should have been done.
Okay. I hope somebody pay y'all to.
Like some shit I just never heard before. That's why I want to listen to myself.
Now I see why Nas really went in on her.
Yep. Yep.
She got two albums. That's
She
crazy.
got two. And Jay-Z put that bug in her ear that she could
Yo,
rap.
she
I'm
had
like,
to be
what?
sucking some of them.
Yeah.
Yo, she had to be sucking some of them niggas off to get them as features on her album. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like,
Yeah.
you must have been paying them niggas like kilo prices.
I mean, she probably didn't. She at the radio, so people like, you know what I mean.
Right.
Like, I'll do a feature. You just keep playing my shit. You know?
Yep.
Hey, I left my phone charger in my car. I'm gonna get it right for it.
Yeah. Yep, she got two of them shits, man. Yeah, no.
Oh my God, back to back
Great-
too. 2001, 2002.
Great journalist, but she can't rap.
That's crazy. I forgot all about this second. I
Mhm.
knew she had that one album, but
Yeah. You remember the song she did with Sicario?
I gotta.
Remember Sicario? That Puerto Rican
Yeah,
cat?
yeah. I gotta remember. I
Right,
remember
she
like
she did this the
the
song she
Looney
did
Tunes.
with the song she did with Little Mo, If I Could Go. It's
Okay.
Sicario and Little Mo on that.
I'm gonna listen to it right now. Just see if
That
I
was on
can.
the second album. And you know what's fucked up? I was on her street team for that second album.
Was
And,
this around the time she did the shit with?
uh,
She did the shit with Looney Twins. The
she was on the remix for that, right?
yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think that was like 02, 01, 02. Yeah. And the record label sent me the album in the mail, and I heard it. I'm like, yo, what
Oh
the fuck is
yeah, I
this?
remember this song. I'm listening
What
to it
is
now.
this
If I could go.
trash, yo? And she had everybody on and their mama on that album. I'm like, bro, like all these features is not gonna cover up the fact that you still whack.
She
I
was
bet.
sucking and gucking to get them niggas on the album.
Yeah.
She had to pay them some.
Yep, I agree.
Nah, she was riding that J Lo wave too.
Yep.
J
told you
Lo
to
was
let you-
super hot at that time.
That's when she was
She saying if she's Puerto Rican and I can do it, shit, I can.
that's when she was dating what's his name, Nokio from Drew Hill.
Yeah.
Pinocchio?
Yeah, Pinocchio, right?
Pinocchio.
Oh, you said Nokia. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said Pinocchio.
I thought
I'm
she was
like,
fucking
what?
Cisco.
Nah.
She
She
fucked
have a
everybody.
baby with Nokio.
Yeah, it was Nokia.
I think they did Cisco rumor. When was that? It's Nokia. She have like I think they have a son.
Nah, it's Nogio, not Cisco.
Yeah, cause their son is big now.
All right. Might start this in 2 more minutes.
The 2000s.
Yeah.
I was too young to hear the trash, but now they know bad memory.
Mhm.
Of course, man. We got you.
Yeah,
I forgot all about this song. I'm listening to the If
I,
I Can Go right now.
yeah. She had a video for that.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We like to talk about these hip hop albums
No,
and shit.
that's what you like to do. I don't talk about trash like this. I stay away from it.
I think you should get. I think you should be getting compensated
Right?
before you do this garbage. That's what I be
Facts.
thinking though. But this shit,
Facts.
Well, I did say I was gonna talk about a lot of Wu albums and shit too. So
This nigga said I'm talking about Pinocchio from Disney. Really? Really, bro? Jesus Christ.
that Q. I know it was you, Q. You said that.
Pinocchio. Oh yeah.
look here, have you been lying?
She must had a lot of. She must had a lot of them niggas to get them on her album. So she must.
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
Damn. Son put the trash review in capital. Trash.
I see. I ain't put that in my story. I was like, nah, you can't. I don't like doing that with Wu Tang.
Yeah, 'cause
Hey,
they'll find
hey.
you. They'll
I
find
like
you.
how he did. I like how you did the Andrew Martinez album title. He said, "How low can I?"
I'm not tagging none of them in that shit. Fuck that.
Absolutely not,
You
man.
have the
Oh
clan
shit! I already tagged the Wu Tang Clan channel in that shit.
You got the clan mad at me. And
Oh
shit.
my god! I already put it. I already put it on my community.
Man, I don't even think Wade likes this album either. So shit.
Yo, you'd be surprised though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I sent you that he did a like an album ranking on was it like Hip Hop DX, and
Yeah.
he said like he don't like Immobility and his fans don't like it either, but I think he liked this album more than Immobility.
You bullshit. Fuck
I'm
no.
crazy.
Yeah, I
No,
don't know.
Raekwon was
I was
drunk
like,
when he
what?
said that. I don't.
Bro, I'll send you the video. He did a whole album ranking.
No cap. We might have to tread lightly with this
Raekwon,
with this title, bro.
Raekwon was smoking at something off that purpose.
At this
Oh,
point,
like,
I don't give a
what?
fuck who I don't give a fuck who I piss off. I piss off hella people. I don't give a fuck. I'm a real ass nigga.
Just know if the clan watching, it's Red Central.
As soon as this camera turned
They
I
on,
sharpening
love-
their swords. They trying.
Wu-Tang. I'm an
Yeah,
honest fan. That's what about me.
Yes,
I'm an honest motherfucker.
I feel you.
know?
I feel you.
I'm an honest motherfucker.
They're gonna
As soon as
have
this
Red
camera-
sliced up like Jizz's Liquid Swords album.
I just want the whole world to suck my dick at this point. I don't give a fuck.
as soon as this camera turned on, I'm putting up a disclaimer ASAP.
Shit.
Hey, I can hear Raekwon now. It's gonna be 100 niggas at his door, son.
Hey, try. Hey, try. Fuck PM Dawn. That's what I said.
Oh Lord.
Fuck
Y'all
that bitch
niggas
ass nigga.
Oh Lord.
Fuck that. I wish that motherfucker.
I can hit.
I'm not saying nothing.
I can hear Earl Dirty Bastard now.
Yeah.
Wu Tang Killer, B's on the.
I still want that interview with PM doing. I ain't saying shit.
Hey,
You
all I'm
tripping.
just saying is, he knows where the fuck I'm at. If he wants to come at me, he can email me. He can message me. He knows where the fuck I'm at. So you getting all mad?
I want that next interview too.
Man.
He all
Yeah,
lost.
next interview.
Fuck out my face. I don't deal with that fucking shit, nigga.
Yo.
I'm a real nigga. I don't give. Like I said, I'm a
Pay that
sports-
Pay that $500 next. We need that interview with.
Right?
At this point,
Yeah.
I live by my own philosophy.
Right.
I live by my own philosophy at this point. But I'm ready whenever y'all are.
Yeah.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of my hip hop review. This your boy Reg in the building. I am one of the two YouTube criminals in this stream at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I got my homeboy Try with me.
Yo.
You know, what's up, Try?
That's good.
I got my homeboy Cavase in the building. You know, he might as well be a member of this,
Yo.
you know, unity now and shit. You know,
Right.
His hot take. I love his hot takes.
Yo, yo, yo.
And I got the second YouTube criminal, my homeboy Eric in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Eric? And and I think his Wi-Fi is messed up. Cause yeah, but yeah. So we're back at it again. We're back at the block. We're gonna talk about one of the greatest Wu members, but he dropped one of the shittiest albums in my opinion. The
Can I
latest
just say something? My name is Kai Vase,
Kanye.
Raekwon. Yo, Only Built for Cuban Links is my hip hop Bible. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
number one album all time.
Right.
You are one of my favorite artists of all time. And I wouldn't say, me personally, I would not say that this is a trash review. We are just, me personally, out of my words, I'm
Yeah.
just saying we're reviewing this album. But I love you,
Yes,
Ray. You're the man.
yes. And I want to say something before I start too, because sometimes niggas just be in their feelings about what I call trash. Because I've had a lot of people say this. Just because I see a trash review for a certain artist, mine is Angie Martinez or whoever else I talk about, does that mean I dislike the artist's discography? When I talk about bad about an album, I am an honest fan. I'm an honest listener. I set a high quality when it comes to certain trash reviews. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I set a very high quality. So this is because wasn't the Method Man prequel? Wasn't that a trash
Yeah,
review?
that was bad.
Yes,
That
yes, that
was
was a
bad.
trash review.
Yeah.
Even Method Man didn't like that album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
I
saying.
see why.
Yeah. Now when we talk about 421, that's a different animal. We'll talk about that or at some point. But
Right.
I just want everybody to know I am a huge fan of Raekwon. Only Built for Cuban Links is like the mafioso rap iconic album in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
He's been a huge influence when it comes to storytelling, but this might be one of my top two least favorite Raekwon albums and shit. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. I I'm trying to find the singles if this album came out with any singles and shit.
The Hood. That was a single.
You
The
said the hood
Hood,
was
Yeah.
yeah, was
Yeah.
the number one single, but that was pretty much it. It wasn't really, it
Yeah.
was a single, but it really wasn't.
okay. So
There's
it
a
was
video.
pretty much just like an underground single, right?
There's a video for it.
Yeah, there's a
Okay,
video for it.
Yeah. And
got you.
The Smith brothers, they played on like mixtapes and stuff.
Ah, okay, got
Yeah.
you, got you.
There's another song on there I think it should have been, but we'll get into that later.
I hope it's not Ice Cream Part Two.
Oh my god.
We're getting ahead
The
of us.
audacity. The audacity of him.
I'd rather listen to Mace's Jealous God in that song. Sorry, Try.
Oh God. Another one I don't like.
Alright, so you guys should know I'm not the biggest Immobilarity fan like that, but I'd rather listen to that album.
That was dope.
And excuse me. And after the release of that album, Raekwon, he had his label. Sorry about that. He had his label, um, Ice H2O. You know what I'm saying? And this is when, of course, he had that American Cream Dream, and shit too. But I think at this time they broke up because I didn't see them in any other Ray albums. I could be wrong. To keep it a buck with you and shit, you know what I'm saying?
I
And
don't think the album ever got released though.
it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't get released.
They did a mixtape.
Yeah, I think I know which mixtape you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The Ice Water mixtape.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah.
And they heavily on this one too.
Yep.
Oh, they are heavily on this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I was listening to that on my way to the. I just came back from watching that Super Mario movie,
Was it
and I've
good?
been drinking.
Mm.
It was good. My only gripe was they made Princess Peach like this dominant woman, but wasn't I always kidnapping or saving her kidnapped ass and
Yeah,
shit
she
like
was being
that?
kidnapped, right?
Now all of a sudden she's like trying to teach Mario how to do this. I'm like, that's the only part
Well,
I did
you know
not like.
that's the Me Too movement working.
Yeah, me too.
That's what that's
Fucking
about.
yeah.
Yeah.
and some parts was just dragged on. I kind of fell asleep on some parts, but I'm gonna rewatch
Mm.
it. I don't know. Sometimes when I go to the movie theater, I just always fall asleep. I don't know why. I don't. I don't know because like
Smoke,
we
smoking
be
that tweed.
What the fuck?
we be having like these reclining chairs and shit like that, and I be leaning back. I be getting all fucking cozy. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this movie.
You just fall
Next thing you
asleep.
know, you know, I just like some part I just fell asleep at. But
Wow.
I spent some time with my cousin. Shout out to my cousin,
Okay.
love him and shit too. So
Go.
yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can re-add Eric. Hold on. But yeah, but then Raekwon also said when it came to this album, he had like a lower budget, which you can tell
It
when it
shows.
came
I
to like
get, yeah. I had some questions about that. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely had some
Very
because
yeah,
there was some things I'm like, damn, why didn't they just do
Mm-hmm.
like
this and that? It was like,
some of this beats could have been for the clips or from Jibs
And clips.
or
Fuck no.
what's that name Jaquan like that kind of like you know that 2003 2004 kind of club sound like that synthesizer that ding ding ding
Jake
ding
Paul.
that kind
you
of
talking
shit.
about Mims?
Mims.
No, not
This is
Mims,
why
not
I'm hot. This is why I'm hot.
well, not Mims yet, but Mims is a different story. That's all I'm gonna say. But that weird, it was that weird era when East Coast had them club was trying to be all club bangers and shit like that, and it was
I
like,
got you. I know what you're talking about.
you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about.
No.
I hate that. I hate that sound so much. Like
Mm.
Pretty much, who was doing that? What's his name? The guy that did Ether, Ron Browse, like
Ron
Oh
that
Browse,
type
yeah.
of
yeah.
shit.
Eat the boy.
Everybody want to do a Ron Browse kind of beat, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
unpopular opinion, Ether was his only good beat. Just being real.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it
No,
is.
No.
he has a lot of fire beats, but
What you
Okay,
he
talking
did
about?
go he
somebody
did
was
go through a period where he was doing whack shit, but he
well
surprisingly has a lot of fire beats.
send me some shit because I want to hit.
Okay.
I'm not saying that to come at anybody. I'm just saying send me some of that shit. 'Cause sometimes I like to listen for myself. You know, I like to
Yeah,
listen
you
for
bugging.
myself.
Well,
What?
one of them is Ebonics from Big L.
Yeah, he
Okay.
did
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
two good beats. Okay. Oh,
Yo.
that pop champagne by Jim Jones. Oh.
Yeah.
He did something for Remy too. Something on her first album.
I never heard of
Yeah, I
first
forget.
album
He has a
Remy.
lot though.
You never heard the first album? Yeah. He did something on there.
Nah. Is it as weird as Cuban Links' album?
Nah, man. That was better. That was better than Cuban Link's album.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cuban Links is trying to be like fucking Rico Suave on this album and
She
shit. I'm
just didn't
like,
get
oh,
promoted. It didn't get promoted. Like that's why she had to be with Fat Joe. He didn't promote it.
cause you know Fat Joe was doing his stupid shit. This other stupid.
Right.
But anyway, I don't know what's going on with Eric. I think his Wi-Fi is bugging out and shit. Um, John Dixon said, didn't he do "Last Real Nigga Alive"?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did that too. Right.
Yeah, he did
that was
some
a good
nice. Yeah,
song. The beat was okay. The beat was
What
okay.
you mean? The beat was okay. That's one of the best songs on Godson.
It's one of the best songs, but I didn't care for the beat like that.
What?
I can
Wow.
it's not. I'm not. This is not a Nas picks bad beats. I
I'm
just
about,
didn't
I'm
care for
about
the
to
beat
say.
like that.
I'm about to
I
say.
didn't care for that Heaven beat either. I'm sorry. Shit.
what?
You
Everyone,
wild.
everyone,
You,
Wow, that shit is hard.
like I said, I like Nas. I like Nas, but I didn't like the beat. See,
so what? So Nas is a bad beat pick on Godson?
no, 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 no. I didn't see. Now y'all putting words in my mouth. Yeah, now y'all misquoting the Testament and shit. I didn't say that. I love Godson. God, dance. I love dance.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I didn't like Thug's Mansion. I didn't like that one. I loved what's that one? So Made You Look. Come on, it's a hip hop
Mm-hmm.
classic.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna diss an album that had Made You Look, but still. But I didn't care for
But
some.
this an album that got grinding on it though, right?
What?
You just
You
the
said
album that
what?
got grinding on it.
Right? See, why you gotta bring up that stupid ass song?
This nigga.
Shit. But anyway, where was I? Okay, so even the album cover, like, what the fuck is this? I had not like, I didn't like the album
Yeah,
cover.
I was gonna talk about that. Like, I'm big on branding, and I think everything matters. Like, everything
Yeah,
matters. Even the color scheme, it just matters like if your album is gonna be good or not. And yeah, this album cover is really
Nigga
dope.
got like
It's,
a leather trench coat on with a taxi cab driver hat. Like what
yeah,
is this?
his head
This
is
looks like a
down. Then you have random box in the middle of the
Yeah, what is all
sidewalk
that?
with
you know
leaves
you
and
know what the cover looks like though.
What? Look
You
like
ever go
some.
to them gas? You ever you ever go to them gas stations and then you be seeing them random free mixtapes and shit covers? That's what. Y'all niggas know what I'm talking about and shit.
Oh
yeah.
man.
Shit. And like I said before, Raekwon has some of the best album covers in hip hop, only built for Cuban links. And I'm gonna count part one and part two. Even the
Mm-hmm.
Immobilarity album cover was
That
pretty
was dope.
decent.
Mm.
Challenge versus Wu Tang, I like that, you know.
Yeah.
But this right here, I don't know. I don't know about this one.
Yeah,
This
this
one,
one is giving me more like, and we'll talk about. Let's just get in the review because there's a lot of
yeah,
things that yeah.
yeah.
Let's get
Because you know
into it, bro.
I got that 2 hour limit and shit. So
Mhm.
all right, but producers, Raekwon is an executive producer. Mizza, Crummy Beats, that's the right name. Mercury, Andy C, Smith Brothers, Emily, Zeflon, Brutal Bill, DJ Khalil, the underrated Easy LP, Hangman 3, Mike Punch Harbor, and Spontaneous. Spontaneous? What the fuck? Okay. Featured guests, you have Havoc, Ghostface. Welcome back, Ghostface. We missed you on the mobility. Polite, Fat Joe, aka the Terror Squad Killer, Icewater Inc., you know what I'm saying? Master Killer, Inspector Deck, Method Man, Capadonna. Both of y'all disappointed me. Tiffany Villarreal, Capone, Chic Luch, Polite, and Takitha. Alright. This album has 20 songs, but hey, it has skits to balance it out with. So you know how we love skits here.
Lord.
You know how we love them skits. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yes.
and there's a lot of interesting skits on this one and shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Alrighty. Let's start off with the Lex Diamond intro. I don't really have anything really to say about the intro, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it definitely set the whole tone, you know what I'm saying? Because you know that mafioso kind of feel you have to have the fucking introducing like he is the legend before his time. He
Right.
held he you know if you seen the Goodfellas, you know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
know you know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right,
You know
Eric
what
can
I did? You know
I
what I
said
didn't like about the intro though?
Mm.
what?
It's like you're listening to it, and yeah, they tried to make it seem like it's like a mobster movie,
Right.
but I don't know
Thank
if this
you.
was. But I don't know if this was done purposely, but it sounds really cheap. Like you
Yeah.
can hear the dude turning the pages, and it doesn't sound like he's acting. It sounds like he's reading, like he's
Right.
actually reading, and then you hear the pages turn as he's reading, and it just doesn't sound right. And then you
Yeah.
got the courtroom deposition at the
Right.
end, and it's just I don't know, it didn't sound good. Like maybe
Yeah.
it wasn't mixed, or it's just really poorly done,
I didn't
in
like
my
it.
opinion.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. It
I
reminded me of it reminded me of Goodfellas, but it just was poorly done.
Yeah,
like it reminded me of a straight to video
yeah. I have in my notes the hooks
Hmm.
were like Tubi movies.
Yeah.
Like that's what was,
Interesting. Okay. Track number two, Pitbull Fights. Believe it or not, it's actually one of my two favorite songs off this album. You know what I'm
really.
saying? Believe it or not.
He said two.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it's funny because this is the same beat from the Ghostface Fish Scale album, which
Yeah.
came years
Yes.
later,
Hmm.
like years later. But it was also done by two different producers. The one who did Ghostface was Lewis Parker, and the one who did this beat is Mizza, is his name?
Yeah.
Mizza.
Mizza, interesting name. Um,
Nigga trying to hard to be Wu Tang and shit.
right, yeah. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I was like, like why? And they were both like Shaky Dog was like the first track on the album, and then
Mm.
this song of Raekwon's is the first track of the album. So I thought that was interesting.
Very interesting.
It was okay. I like the Ghostface sample more for the same beat, but
Facts.
yeah.
Right. Pitbull fights, man. I mean, Raekwon sounded focused on this track right here. I can probably tell this is something Mike Vick listened to before he did his own Pitbull fights and shit.
Good.
But yeah, man. I didn't really care too much for polite. I mean, I'm really doing my best. I'm doing my best to sound polite, but
Yeah.
still, I just,
He was on to Cal too.
I don't care if he was on Iron Man. I just think,
I actually like his energy and his voice somewhat.
Mm.
Like whenever you know when he's on a track, it's like, oh, okay.
Right.
Like the raps and the hooks was okay on this, but the overall song is kind of not memorable. It's kind of forgettable for this song for me
Yeah.
at least.
I agree.
Facts.
But hey, I had to pick a diamond in the rough. So
You
yeah,
picked this shit.
okay. Now we're already in a skit called Hitman's Salary. Another wow. We're not even 5 songs in. That's how you know that every time we do like a bad album, it's always like an abundance of skits and shit. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I didn't care for this one. Man.
Yeah, I ain't like this.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was nothing. I didn't even put notes on it. It was just like, okay.
Alrighty. Next we got is King of Kings featuring Havoc. Oh my god, this nigga Crummy Beats. That's who he. King of yeah. He just, oh my god, this beat was not. I thought Havoc. At first, I thought Havoc did this beat. I'm like Havoc, no. But then, like I said, this was those kind of club banger that ding 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 ding. These kind of beats that was popular at that time and shit too.
Mm.
Like this nigga Havoc said, "Y'all like gum underneath my kicks. Better move, little fucks. When the heat I'll spit. The hammer clap like the ass on a meat out chick. Dump clips like a trifling ass bitch." What?
Mm.
What? And then Raekwon was all like, I chop meat out your face, daddy, gladly. Man breathe on rubber band currency. I smash your visa. You know the code, yo, cease the little straddlers. I'm like, what the fuck is even going on in this song? Like, come on,
You
banana
know,
squeeze. Aim at these currency.
it's interesting though because you don't like the track. I actually like this
I
joint.
like it.
Like
Yeah.
to be honest, the beat,
Whoa, oh,
even down to the beat to me is fire. Now, like you, I thought Havoc made it. I was like, since Havoc was on the song, I'm like, did
Yeah.
Havoc make this?
Hmm.
But then the Crummy Beats made it. But listening to it, it gives me like Eric Sermon vibes. Like I thought Eric Sermon made the beat. If you go listen to the beat
don't
again,
disrespect Sermon like that.
if you,
No,
if you hear
no,
it again, it sounds very Eric Sermonish. And yo, Ray. The only thing is in Ray's first verse. I don't know if anybody noticed, but this is another thing that I just catch. It brings me back to the intro where it's just like very poorly recorded. Like
Mm.
during his verse, you could hear a punching in the middle of his verse.
I heard
And
that too.
if anybody that raps
Right.
understand what punchings is, it's like
Hmm.
when you're in the studio, you're rhyming, and then you stop, and then you try to finish off your rhyme for where you stopped,
Right.
Yeah.
and you can actually hear the punching, and it sounds really bad and noticeable.
Wow.
It's almost like he did the verse like a month later or something. So his energy was different
Right.
and his tone was different and everything. So I noticed that, but overall the track was dope. I like how he started his second verse where he said what he said select me Gucci sneaker recipe, not the S. Dot Carter's. No disrespect, but respect me. I thought
Mm.
that was pretty dope,
Yeah.
and I thought that one could have used a music video. In my personal, not a single, but it could have used a music video. Thought it would been
I
good.
thought it was good. It do sound like a Havoc beat. I thought Havoc produced it
Hmm.
because it's very rare that you hear Havoc on a feature and he didn't produce the beat also. So
Right.
I know the beat was fire, and it was decent. It wasn't. It was decent. I don't think it was like a standout track on the album.
Hmm.
No, you guys never fail to surprise me at this point.
I was actually surprised you went so hard on that one because I put in capital letters fire beat. To
Mhm.
me, that shit was fire.
Well, this is going to be an interesting review. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, but like I said, but this is what I like. I like how we respect each other's opinion and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Not like other podcasts where niggas be having heated ass debates and they forget the actual
Right.
review of the album. You
Yeah.
know, so like you see how we can make jokes and laugh and
Yeah.
giggle and all this shit. You know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next song is called "Missing Watch," featuring Ghostface and Polite. Um, this is an interesting song right here. It's a pretty cool song. It's a storytelling song about how they all at a club, and then Ray realized that someone took his watch. You know what I'm saying? So they like trying to find that shit. It kind of reminds me of Common's "Stolen Moments" from One Day It'll Make Sense.
Mhm.
If you guys have not heard that track right there, "Stolen Moments,"
Mhm.
pause this. Well, you can't pause because it's live, but mute this video and hear that shit right now. One of the greatest hip hop songs ever. It's a three-part song, but that's common. Y'all, these common niggas don't know shit about One Day It'll Make Sense, but
Right.
we did a review on that years ago.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this is a club banger. I prefer this over King of Kings. You know what I'm
A
saying?
club banger, really?
Yes, yes. You
This
guys,
song?
I
you
didn't
guys
get that.
heard, you guys
No.
heard, you
Did
guys heard
did
me.
we did we hear the same song? Is it? Am I thinking?
Yeah.
Is this?
I didn't
I
get that
was saying
album.
the same thing about King of Kings for a minute.
No, because it's not like because Missing Watch to me it's a story. Like they rapping a
Right.
story, so I'm like I can't hear that in the club. Like
Right.
they're just rapping a story about a watch. But I don't know. Okay, yeah. I mean, it is like a break beat and it's a loop.
Yeah.
So maybe the beat. Okay, yeah. I guess I could see the beat. But I'm just looking as far as like content.
Mhm.
It's like first of all, like Ghost, Raekwon, um, there's a clear like difference between when Raekwon goes into storytelling mode and then
Mhm.
when Ghostface goes in storytelling
Right.
mode.
Right.
I don't really. I'm not. Maybe I'm just not used to it, but for some reason, I can't follow Raekwon as easy as I can follow Ghostface. And I noticed that on the song, like Ray started off and he was doing the storytelling, and I just really wasn't too engaged. And then as soon as Ghostface came on, now I'm engaged because like
Right.
the way he goes into the story, it's like you gotta listen and it's interesting.
Mhm.
Um, so that's what I had on that, and then by the time the song finished, it just like the whole entire song kind of felt pointless and just kind of like a waste of song to me.
Right.
Right.
Now, I want to say they had a song like this before called "The Watch," and that didn't make Bulletproof Wallets.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is not like the same song where they had like a story with that.
I gotta go back to Bulletproof, but
I remember this. I think Slick Rick was on that song, right? "The Watch."
That was the son.
Okay, they was yeah. They had a song called "The." I want to say it was exactly like this, like story, the whole concept. I'm like,
I know what
you
you're
already did
talking
a song
about.
called "The Watch." Why are you doing another one?
mm,
Unless this is a sequel, you know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
thought the song was dope. It should have been on Ghostface album instead, though.
mm.
Yeah, it does have that pretty Tony
Hmm.
kind of feel to it, you know what I'm saying? Now that you think about it, you know.
Right.
But yeah,
Mr. Watch is a club banger. Y'all really think that? I
shout
don't
out to
think
the
it.
Nah,
nigga. Okay, Dartmouth, we're actually on the
I
same
think
page.
Drunk Mouth is drunk as you today.
Hey, I'm not. I'm sobering up right now. I'm sobering up right now.
What was y'all drinking?
I think I was drinking Cavassier earlier. Ironically,
Did
yeah.
you drink the whole bottle?
Now I had like 3 shots. You know, I had to get some shots after what happened at
Well,
work
what
today.
was Dartmouth drinking? Because I don't hear no club banger with this song.
I don't know. I
yeah,
don't
I
know the
don't.
mix right there. Shit. But other than that, next song, All Over Again. I didn't care for this song. I'm gonna be real with you. It
Mm,
it's not because of Raekwon, because I
Right,
like what Raekwon was doing. You know what I'm talking. It's just like going back. He's talking
right,
about going back. You know, since the early days of the rule. It's the beat. And you guys know me. I hate using this term, but chipmunk soul. Certain artists can really benefit from that.
Right.
If it's too sped up, like nay nay nay, when it sounds like that, I'm just like I nah. Like he needed RZA for this because RZA or Just Blaze,
Hmm.
hell maybe Kanye because you know Kanye was beginning his early production career with that one. You know what I'm saying? But this, like I said, I had
Mm,
nothing against Raekwon as the beat. It was just like it was too chipmunky for me.
that would have been tough. Yeah, I could see that. I didn't have me personally. I didn't have too much problems with the beat. But I definitely know what you're talking about. And it probably would have been crazy dope if Kanye would have made that for Ray. Um,
Hmm.
but overall, the song, I kind of I fuck with the song actually. It's kind of is Raekwon a rare form. Like you really don't get too many heartfelt songs from Ray.
Hmm.
Like it's normally the
Right.
mafioso rap and street rap and shit like that. This showed a different side of Raekwon, so it was more heartfelt. To me, it was a good, complete song. One of Raekwon's, I don't know how many he has, but like this would be one of his best complete songs, like a
Right.
song that could transition to anywhere, kind of song.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I liked it. I thought that it was the beat was okay, and you know he talks about when Wu Tang started, and you know he said I seen light through the birth of my son. I seen it all again, and so to step in
hmm
these streets, hoping it's war within. I liked that. I thought it was a decent track on here.
that's crazy. That's the same bars I had.
Yeah.
Yep, I like that.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. That's all right. Next song we got is Clientele Kid featuring Polite, Ghostface, and Fat Joe. Believe it or not, I did like Polite on this song. And I'm not just trying to be polite, no pun intended.
Yeah. What's up with all these
I
tracks with polite though? I don't understand. What were
there
they
he
doing?
was a new Capadonna, man. He was they were trying to do him like
He
Capadonna,
never
man.
came out with
Shoot.
shit though. I don't remember him from nothing.
The song was good, but I feel like Fat Joe was not needed. I'm gonna be real with
Mm,
you.
I like Fat Joe's verse on here.
I love Fat Joe's
Yeah.
verse, and this is the song I felt should have been the first single because you have Fat Joe,
Hmm.
you have Ghostface. The hook was hard. The beat to me was hard. It was a street banger. Just imagine that what kind. That's why I was going to talk about like the budget.
Hmm.
Maybe it just wasn't the budget for this song to be like the lead single. Maybe you had to pay
Right.
Fat Joe or something because Fat Joe was huge at that time. But
Right.
just think of that. Fat
No
Joe,
pun.
2003. Fat
Hmm.
Joe was huge at this time. Imagine if this was the first single and they did a video for it
Right.
featuring Fat Joe and Ghostface. It would have went crazy. I also
Yeah.
hate the name of it, Clientele Kid.
Yeah.
It should have been Chef because they're chanting Chef throughout the whole hook.
Hmm.
And Chef is his name, and they were also talking about diamonds in the hook too. So I'm
Hmm.
like, yo, this is the perfect single. Why wasn't this the first single?
Right.
The only thing I didn't like was towards the end of the song, somebody, I don't know if it was polite, but somebody was singing some type of bridge or and it was just
Polite.
it was just yeah, it was terrible. That part could have been cut out, but
That was politely
overall
whacked.
this overall this song was hard to me.
I liked it. I thought it had a dope beat, and Fat Joe was in rare form, and I liked his verse. He said, "Already knowing that your shit was trash, beating hard on the mic when they click his ass. All we trying to do is bring dignity to rap." And you kidding me? I'm literally the epitome of that. So I
Hmm
liked Fat Joe's verse, and I just thought it was a dope ass song. There's not too many on this album that was dope like this, and I appreciate this one.
Facts.
Respect. Alrighty. Next song we got is Smith Brothers. Um, this is another great song right here. You know what I'm saying? Definitely like Raekwon's energy on this track right here. You know, pretty dope song. I actually like the beat itself too. You know,
You know who that
um,
is, right?
huh?
You know who that is, right?
Who is?
The Smith Brothers. That's Trigger and Smooth.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they
Mm,
produced too. That's their real name is Smith. That's their last name.
I didn't know that.
I love I love how the universe aligns. We were just talking
Yeah,
about tripping last night.
right.
I love this. Y'all think I'm just saying crazy shit when I
That
said I love
that that
music.
was supposed to be the title of their album together. It was supposed to be the Smith Brothers, but it never came out.
Yeah, we got shelled.
Yeah.
Damn, man. First 50-50. Not that, man. I would have been mad as fuck.
Yep.
But yeah, this
Yeah, to
one,
me, oh, go ahead.
oh, I was just like, this is a great song. Shout out to the Smith brothers.
To me, the beat was hard.
Yeah.
Song was cool. Kind of reminded me like a vintage Raekwon, Cuban Links days. Um, but it was lacking something. It was kind of a also like it was hard, but by the time it ended, it was like it was kind of forgettable. Like I don't feel the need to like kind of come back to the song. But it's hard. You can have it in the background playing and
Hmm.
enjoy yourself. But
Yeah.
like overall, the song was just
Yeah. This
maybe it's
joint
the
I
way
like.
it ended. It kind of ended
Yeah.
like abruptly, kind of. I think.
Yeah, it did. I didn't understand that.
Mhm.
You know, it's because it like the way it ended. It didn't go into like an interlude or nothing. So yeah. This joint I heard first, like before the album came out, they were playing this on the mixtapes and stuff, and
Mm.
this is a hard beat, and yeah, I think this is like vintage Ray on this type of production.
Yeah,
Uh,
I said the same thing, like vintage Raekwon and
Yeah.
shit. All right. Okay. Where we at right now? Restaurant skit. You know, just them eating
Hmm.
at a restaurant leading into the next song.
No, I didn't like it.
we gotta talk about this skit, bro. Yo, the acting. Yo, whoever I don't know what suburban kid they found, but the acting on this thing was terrible, man. It's just really bad. And
Bad.
then if you listen to it, maybe because I had headphones on, was somebody sleeping in the booth?
What?
I didn't hear that.
Everybody go listen to this joint. Like somebody
Yo,
was
you be having some
snore.
supersonic ears, man.
Yo, somebody was snoring during the whole entire skit, and it didn't make sense because I'm like,
Wow.
all right, they're in a restaurant or they're talk. There's two people having a conversation, but who's the person in the background snoring?
Wow.
And what does it mean? Like, where's like it has nothing to do with the skit. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah, that's
crazy to
crazy.
me.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't like it.
Got you. Which leads into robbery. Again, another pretty cool song. Not really one of my favorites. Cause Raekwon is not really on this song right here. It's mostly just Ice Water Inc., which Woo affiliate part of the whole American Cream Dream, American
Cream
Cream.
Team.
Yeah, but believe it or not, this is one I actually like. I don't mind this one.
Hmm.
I ain't like it.
Robbery was cool. What I have is like it's kind of scary because I put down vintage early 2000 rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I came up right. I started rapping at like mid '90s, early '90s, into the
Mm-hmm.
2000s, and I remember them days rapping and what I was rapping about and the style I was using,
Right.
and me listening to them. It almost sounded like I was like, "Yo, is that me?" Like it sounds like me on this song right now. Like I could have sworn I said this verse before. It's crazy, but that's listening to that track made me think of like early 2000 rappers, and so yeah, it wasn't a bad song, but it just sounded like early 2000s to me.
Yeah. I ain't like it.
Now, even not my favorite skit on the album. Fuck you.
This? This?
Yeah,
This is
yes,
your favorite skit.
yes.
All he's saying is fuck you on here.
I know. That's why I love it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I love skits like this when niggas just go off. Like, you know what it kind of reminds me of? It
Mm.
reminds me a little bit of fucking Keith Murray with the Enigma intro. One of my favorite intros in hip hop history, man. Like he just like he's just like getting at his haters, cough
Mm.
cough prodigy and shit. But the way he's doing it is like he is showing his fucking he's showing that he's not gonna back down. He ain't no sucker. And then the
Yeah.
grimy ass beat that dun dun dun. Oh my god. Like that might be one of the few hip hop albums that might the intro might be one of my favorite songs on the album. Believe it or
Wow.
not.
Mm.
Yeah. See, see Keith Murray, and we need to talk about Enigma too. Shit.
Hmm. I don't even remember that. The intro.
Oh man. Oh man. Like I said, I'm gonna give you some homework to listen to
This
tonight.
this skit was whack. I didn't like it.
Yeah, and the skit was part of the song, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
the song, I don't know about that one, fam. Like again, Raekwon is trying to story tell, and it's not that he can't do it. It's just for some reason it's not interesting when he does it. I don't know if I'm being unfair and just automatically comparing him to Ghostface, who's like the best storyteller of all time. But I can't help
Mm.
but to compare. like,
Right.
so it's like I don't know. I'm just not interested when he gets in his storytelling mode.
Yep. Th-
The beat was also weird. It wasn't a bad beat, but it
Man,
was just like a weird pick for Raekwon to be on.
I agree.
So,
You reckon this is the
mhm.
best skit ever? What the fuck? For this album?
Yes, for this album.
Wow.
You know what? You guys are right. I'm not gonna rename this a trash review because there was some shit I can tolerate.
Don't change it now.
I mean, I'm not gonna change it, but I kind of regret the title. Like
Yeah,
the Warren when we did Warren G's take a look over your shoulder.
that was dope.
I liked it. I thought it was go bad because when I first heard it, I didn't care for it. But then
Yeah, same.
listening to it, I'm just like, you know what? This is actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
But there's still some short. There's still some shit here.
yeah,
Don't make
yeah.
me soften them up. But there's still some shit. But we haven't even
Right.
talked about the shit yet.
Mm.
We just talked about the leftovers and shit. You know. And this song is one of the shittiest songs here.
Mm.
But I love trash reviews, man. I be going in. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-mm.
But yeah. So y'all said something about Pablo and shit.
Pablo, I liked it though.
You liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't like this song? I like this. I like the beat. It was more like It reminded me of like the classic, Ray songs where it's like really like a minute long, 2 minutes long,
Okay.
and he said the fucking cockroaches posing on the $6 million soul. We're eating enchiladas, goat cheese pasta. Yeah, we're dripping with more salsa, and they rushed in, found him on the roof, dead in his boxes, but it wasn't him. And then it's like the stories to be continued, but he never continued it on none of the other albums, so it's still to be continued.
That was a trend back in 2000s hip hop. Whether it was music videos
Yeah.
or
Right.
songs, I want to add that suspense, like to be
Hmm.
continued. Just be like, yeah, nigga.
Hmm.
Okay, all right. Just like Def Jam with this unreleased album, they be posting on that other.
This nigga said change the title so you can share it with the Woobians. That's the first time I heard that.
The Woobians.
The fuck is a Woobian? I ain't never heard that before.
And y'all say I be getting drunk. Okay.
Oh man.
Alrighty. Musketeers of Pig Valley featuring Master Killer and Inspector Deck.
That title sucks.
The title sucks.
A lot of these titles are just
Yeah.
yeah.
The title sucks, but the song goes. It's actually my second favorite song of this album.
This is your favorite? This?
Really?
Second favorite song.
Wow.
Yes. It's a vintage Wu song in my opinion.
This is vintage to you?
It's a vintage Wu
No, it
song.
Mm.
isn't.
Yes, it
Fuck
is.
no. Fuck
Wait a
no.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. We done disagree on a lot, but y'all not gonna tell me y'all not
This is
fucking with
not a vintage Wu song.
y'all.
This
Come
here?
on.
Fuck
Nah.
no.
Come
This is not
on,
no
man.
classic Wu collab, yo.
I didn't say it was a classic. I said it had that vintage.
No, it does not.
Oh my.
I don't think. I mean, for me,
Try,
I don't hear it though.
try. Come on.
It it
That
could have
that
been,
song
but
that
they
they
dropped the
had.
ball on this one.
What this song? This
Y'all
9 Milli
really
Brothers.
trying to rush my
9
blood
Milli Brothers
pressure.
was better than this shit.
You said what was better?
Yeah,
9
yeah.
Milli Brothers on the Fish
Of
Scale album.
course.
9 million dollars on
That
fish
that's
scale.
not, that's
That
not
was
even an
better.
argument.
This shit to you was vintage.
If I say it, I said it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think Reggie's drunk tonight.
Oh my goodness. I'm
N-
not. I'm not the one making
Nah,
the
it could.
vocabulary like Ruby is and shit.
Yo. I don't know
It,
what the
it,
hell that
it
is. I
could
never heard of it.
it could have been, yo, it could have been good, but it's just like from the get go, like the song, when the song starts, it starts like as soon as it goes to the next, as soon
Mm-hmm.
as it goes to the song, you're in the song already,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like terrible. It's like, what the fuck, like.
Yeah, there's no
As
lead
soon
up.
as the song starts, he's already in in mid verse. It's like,
Right.
bro, what the fuck just
There's
happened?
no lead up to it or nothing.
And right, yeah, and then when he finishes verse, then it's a bunch of like talking,
Mm-hmm.
like Master Killer's talking for a little bit, and then he goes into his verse, and then the way he ends his verse is just like is weird. It's weird. Then it's a bunch
Mm-hmm.
of talking again, and then you got Inspector Deck who came in, who almost saved the song, but the way he ended was weird. So it was
That's
just
my
like,
favorite
yo,
verse.
the whole song.
That's my
Yeah,
Yeah, the
favorite
remix
verse.
to
it's the
Is
this,
best.
Inspector Deck.
I've never heard
It's the
that.
best. It's the best verse on the song, but like,
There's a remix for this? I never heard the remix for this.
Oh wow.
oh god,
Who said
I
that?
never heard the remix for
Sorry.
this. I don't know
Yo,
why you
post it.
released a
Post it
remix.
on the comment, yo. I want to hear it.
I would not. I don't think the remix is gonna be better than this shit.
it's got to be.
Wow.
Yeah. So by this time they went on. Raekwon went on a little run with bad songs.
Yeah, and the worst
The
song, the next song, is not only the worst song on the album, but it's a disrespect. Ice Cream Part 2 featuring
Mm-mm-mm.
Method Man and Capadonna. Now, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say some shit. If I had to pick my top five worst Wu songs, this is my number one.
What the
Because let
fuck?
me tell you something. The original Ice Cream
it's
Mm-hmm.
got to
was
be.
one of the greatest songs. That song is what made me want to hear "Only Built for Cuban Links." I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna hold you. That beat, Ghostface, Capadonna, the video, the sexy ass females. It's a chick song, but it's not a pussy chick song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not like, "Oh baby, I love you."
Mm-hmm.
It's that grimy shit.
Yeah.
As soon as
Right.
I heard the beat, I instantly got mad. The beat sounds like some shit like some Jaquan, Shang Hang Low kind of shit, like that a precursor ringtone rap and shit. You know what I'm saying? I did not like this song one bit. And let me tell you one other thing. Let me tell you one other thing. Lyrically, the original Ice Cream was one of the best lyrical pieces ever.
Right.
This one, I just felt like they all phoned it in my opinion.
This-
I could not
Man,
even believe. And y'all, and you know what? It's like Ice Cream Part 2 makes Jay Z's Blueprint 2 a hip hop classic when
no,
it
it
comes to
don't. No, it don't.
when it
Not
comes to
yet. I ain't going
speaking.
that far. Fuck no.
I did not like
bro,
this. I don't know this song. I don't know this song.
I put 5 no's with explanation marks on this. Like, no, no,
No,
no,
no, no, no,
no,
no, no, no,
no.
no.
Like you said, this was so disrespectful to the original Ice Cream. Um, if they were to try, I tried to find some positive things about it. Like, I was thinking, I'm like, okay, how can they save this song? How could have they saved this song, but like kept the beat and everything? Like, I feel like if they added a female presence to the song, maybe a singer, a popular singer at the time or whatever. Like, maybe I'm just gonna say Ashanti or some shit,
No,
whatever.
no, no,
Just
no.
anybody, just a popular female
Oh,
singer, and added it to the song. Maybe it wouldn't have come off so cheesy and just whack. But then you have Capadonna who came out at the end
Right.
just with like the most perverted verse I ever heard in my life. And yo, much respect to Capadonna. You're dope. You're super dope. You're a legend. But that verse, son, like everything you said was like super horny.
Suck my dick size like I love women and shit. My hair grew
It
over
was.
the. Now I
I
got a
mean,
nice dick.
I understand the original Ice Cream was like it was kind of on the same vibe, but at least it was like it wasn't too much. Like this was just borderline like calling the cops. Like
He rhymes.
like
He rhymes shit with dick. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
like I think Capadonna went a little too far, so I kind of like scratched off. Well, yeah, female can't be on this joint because he just went too crazy.
Well,
And I thought
Yeah,
Two
yo,
so
you,
Oh, sorry,
you
finish.
you remember that Blackstreet song with Maya and Mace?
Yes. Take you
oh
there. I
The
yeah,
wanna
beat
go
sound
there.
the beat sound
Take
like
you
this, yo. It
there.
sounded
oh
like this.
yeah,
I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? What is this?
Blinky
Make a
Blink.
wish.
Yeah,
Yeah, Blinky Blink, right. That shit was bad. And yo, they did this before. If you remember on the Wu Massacre album, they got Criminology Part 2 on there. And that was not good.
That was decent compared to
Nah,
this one.
that it don't live up to the first one
It
though. The first one was
it don't.
iconic. I'm like, yo, why are you all doing sequels to classic tracks? Leave that shit alone.
yeah.
We didn't need a sequel to this. Like we really did not. It's not gonna. It's no comparison to the original. The original was iconic. You know what I'm
And I
saying?
know, and I know they had to like who who greenlighted it. Like I could give it the benefit. I was like, all right, they was high, they was having fun in the booth. But then like after you come down from the high, you still know you have this song. Like no one said like, nah, we can't do this to the original Ice Cream. Yo, take this shit off. Nobody thought about that.
Yep. They said let's
That's
fuck it. Let's go for it.
that's crazy.
Yo.
That's
It,
crazy.
the only Wu sequel song that works that's coming to my head right now is "Return of the North Star" from Only Built for Cuban Links 2.
Mm.
What was the first one?
North Star. That was the last track on Cuban Links.
Okay. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Yes, yes. And it gets worse.
Oh lord.
Well, actually, wait a minute. This next song.
It gets worse. You're right.
Yeah, okay. Track number 15, "The Hood," featuring Tiffany Villarreal. I'm not gonna hold you. The beat sounds amateurish as fuck. Even for Raekwon, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah. I mean, I got what he was talking about, talking about where he was growing up and shit. But I didn't. Again, it's the beat that ruined it for me.
Yep. Yep, they did that. He did it. He did it twice, and I forgot to mention that with the ice cream too. It sounded like he was. It was 2003,
Mhm.
and everybody's making these hit smash records. Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Ja Rule, Fat Joe, 50
Mhm.
Cent, and it sounded like Raekwon wanted in.
Yeah.
And like you know what I'm saying, he tried to make a smash hit and it just didn't come out right because he doesn't because that's not him. And he tried it again with the hood, and it just didn't sound genuine, yo. It just
Yeah.
sounded like he's trying to make a hit record. Then he has this corny chick, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Like you look at this video and she just looks
She's
like she
like a
ain't got
teenager.
it. Yeah, she just looked corny. It's like,
I'm
yeah, I
like,
can see
bro.
why. I can see why she didn't amount to be nothing
How
like.
old was she when they did the video? Cause she looked like she 14 in that video.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I don't
She
know.
looked young as hell. Whoa, she looked young as hell.
I don't know. It wasn't like a terrible song, but it was just
Yeah.
it just didn't sound genuine because it sounded like he was trying to make a hit record and it
Right.
just instead of just having a hit record.
I like the beat, but
You like the
yeah,
beat?
I like the beat, but
Oh my god.
the piano and the chick singing on it and it sound outdated. You know, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like when I hear like Live from New York was great, and he had
Yep.
like some pianos on it. That was memorable. You can still bump that now. I can't bump the hood right now in this day and age. I would
No.
skip over it. You know.
I see what you're saying, but when you say you like the beat, that surprised me.
It was okay, but it's not. It's something I'll go back to.
Got you. Alrighty. Track number 16, Wild Chimpanzee Skit. Uh, do I even have to talk about this one?
No,
No.
Okay.
no, no.
I didn't know what to think of this. Track number 17, Planet of the Apes featuring Capone, Chic Luch, and Polite. Is it that funny?
Oh my
It's
god. It
funny,
gets
but I'm like,
really.
so like, what is it with him and these like the skit is named after a gorilla and then Planet of the Apes like the sequence
Yeah.
is bad. Oh man.
Yo, this song was just sounds super dated even for 2003. It sounds
Yeah.
like a 1997 track. Like I wasn't feeling the beat. And I love Sheik. I kind of defend Sheik a lot of times because people call him whack. Um, but like he had a bar on this verse, and I can like it made me like, see, this is why people be saying this about you,
Hmm.
Sheik. Like when he said, "I'm sick." When he said, "I'm sick in the head." I need to. They need to make a throwback straight jacket. Like the way he said jacket was crazy. He said, "I'm sick in the head. They need to make a straight jacket."
Right.
And I'm like,
Wow.
what? Like,
Nigga, we
why you
get it,
say?
nigga.
Like, why do you say it like that? But yeah, it's a dated track, man. It's a dated track. Bad beat. It's
Wow.
whack song.
Yeah,
Just didn't
I
like
didn't
the
like it.
song.
Did not
I
like it.
agree. Yeah. I didn't really write anything down, but I just didn't care for it. All right. Next song, Wild, Wild spelled WYLD, in the club, featuring Ultra and Ice Water. Again,
Terrible
Raekwon.
beat.
Well,
What the fuck is wrong with this production on this album? Like, ding 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 ding
Hands
ding 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 ding. Come on, I'm tired of that shit.
hands down the worst beat on this album.
yeah.
I have to agree with you. Yeah, this should have just
Yo.
stayed in '03.
Dogma said Dogma said the Planet of the Apes was for those Vikings who don't shower. The Vikings who don't shower.
Oh man.
Ah man.
Yo,
Yeah, this was
trash
bad.
beat,
Yeah.
mixtape bars, and yo, not only the worst beat on the album, but did y'all hear the hook?
Yes.
The hook was bad too.
Holy shit, yo, whoever did that hook, Jesus Christ, bro. Whoever was singing that, like, what was that, yo?
Don't take
That
it
was
personal.
that
Yo, we
was
wild in the club.
that was crazy. Yo, can we just play a bit for people that don't
Sure,
because that was really bad. Yo, that hook was
That
really
shit.
bad,
absolutely.
yo.
I want to play a little bit of it because you know how copyrighted YouTube is, and
Yo.
I'm not trying to go back to YouTube jail and shit.
It was just one part of the hook. Maybe it was a bridge, like after the hook. I don't know, but that was really bad. I'm like, who is singing this?
Your midsection, I come from tar shit and looking ill in the path and sun. Ice water, don't get it confused. And one force move will cause me to spit at you dudes. Function liver, only kid in the hood with a mustard ninja. Heard you broke down good when I fuck. I keep my gun on me. What the fuck y'all want from me? Y'all touch my body, won't run. This ain't no
Bruh.
joke.
Holy shit.
I keep my gun on me. What the fuck y'all want
Bro,
from me?
what was
Hold on, hold on,
that?
hold on. Let me play a little bit more.
Yo.
This nigga sound like he trying to speak from the West Coast and shit. I'm sorry.
That
I'm never.
was
I
bad.
take my gun out, man. I think I'm right. All right.
Oh
Right, right.
Holy shit.
Make it
man.
right.
Like, and it's crazy because Raekwon, Ghostface, Wu Tang Clan in general are so like they're so like godly as far as like career wise and like the music they make and just their skill level. And it's just mind boggling that they greenlighted some of this shit that's on this album. Like, yeah, that's cool. Put it on the album.
But y'all were mad at RZA and shit.
Facts.
Honestly, I'd
Oh,
rather
man.
see Iron Flag in this. I'm sorry. Y'all, I'm just,
Iron Flag is a classic compared to this shit.
hey, I'm not gonna go that far.
What though? Iron Flag was way better than this shit.
It was, but
Yeah, based off that hook alone on that one song, like,
I take my gun. Oh man, it'll do me right, man. Oh shit! All right, next song, "Once Upon a Time," featuring Takita. Once upon a time, someone gave Raekwon the idea to make this album. Um, I respect this song, but it feels like Ray was like a guest appearance on his own song.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like more Takita. You know what I'm saying?
Try crazy.
It's
Oh
like
man.
it's like a love song and shit. It's like I don't even know what's going on in this song really.
This nigga said he's a guest appearance.
Oh man.
I'm being
Oh
honest.
man. Man, you stupid. Oh yeah, this was bad. This was bad. Oh shit. Yeah, this was bad. Man,
Yeah, I don't
I
have
really.
really real. I don't have any notes on this last song. Like you said, it is what it is. At that moment, especially after that last song with that hook, I was kind of done. Like I was like, all right,
Yeah.
like
I get
let's wrap this up, man.
The
I
the
ain't even.
album took a complete drop, yo. Like after the hood, it just
Yeah,
went downhill.
It's like
yeah,
Ice Cream Part Two was just foreshadowing.
Yeah, facts. Oh man.
And the
yeah. He might
outro. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
he might have jinxed his album just by putting Ice Cream Part Two, and then like
Bro,
everything else after that was just
this,
like that.
this might be the worst album review since the Black album. Yo. That Black album was, oh god. I'm not talking about the Jay Z album. I'm talking about the
Oh, I was
R&B
about to
freestyle.
say, I was like,
Nah,
what?
the R&B, yeah, because we did that years ago, and that shit was hilarious,
Okay.
bruh. This
So
album
like
was
And
Angie
this
horrible.
Martinez is better than this one.
Huh?
Angie Martinez's review is better than this one.
Nah, but see, I expect that from Angie though. I didn't expect a great album from Angie, but this is Raekwon though. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the tracks on this album, like bro, like y'all really let this shit come out?
Nah.
Really, nigga? Really?
Yeah, I don't know how that works sometimes. Like it's just kind of the same thing. Even though Fish Scale is a great album, like there was still some songs. It's like, damn, why is this even on the album? Like
Yeah.
you didn't have to be on it. So I question like, is there like some shit has to mandatorily be on the album, or you have to? The label says you have to have a certain amount of songs on the album. I wonder if that's a thing or something. I don't know.
Bro,
I mean,
Tequila couldn't save this track at all.
No.
I never cared for Tequila like that as a singer.
She okay.
All right, and I didn't really write no notes for the outro, really.
Yeah.
It was whack.
Yeah,
Oh,
to me, overall, I got bad acting on the skits. A lot of the skits were pointless. Productions at times sounded outdated and just didn't sound fitting for Raekwon. Um, I felt like he tried too hard to make a single record,
Yeah.
for the early 2000 vibe. But Raekwon, like even in some of the bad songs, Raekwon still delivers his vintage style. Like he never really compromised his lyrics really and stuff like that. He still gives you Raekwon on most of these songs, but like some of the songs like just weren't that good. But he still give like songs, not him his bars or anything. Like he still gives you his bars and shit, but it just didn't work because I feel like he tried to do something different on this album. I respect it, but a lot of shit just didn't work for me. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, yeah. This is not really one of my favorite album of mine from Raekwon. Like you said before, his performance on the songs, I have nothing against because he always delivers. But my main gripe, you guys would have guessed, is the production. I felt like that
Mm.
2003 like that synth organic kind of synth sound that dollar store Swiss beats motherfucker was trying to do. I did not care for that too much. I felt like it was an abundance of those and shit too. Now granted, I felt like the first half of the album, while it didn't really meet up to my expectations, it fit a bit better than the second half. You know what I'm saying? Because the second half, I just didn't
Yeah.
really like anything. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm gonna give it probably two mics, really.
Wow. This is definitely his worst album. Um, the production was bad. The songs, there's only like maybe two or three songs I like. I like the Smith Brothers and King of Kings, Clientele Kid. That's really about it. Like I just feel like it's not one of his. And people shit on Immobility. Immobility is 10 times better than this album.
I agree.
10 times better.
Yeah.
When you had joints on there like 100 rounds and Power, Yayo, Live from New York. I can name the whole album. Every track with track that was a better album than this. You know what I'm saying? And he had no
Mm.
wizard production on that album. But this album to me is like nah. This to me is his worst album. I don't know what Raekwon is thinking, and he's saying the mobility wasn't good and his fans don't like it. But this shit is worse than the mobility to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hands
saying?
down.
And yeah, like just stick with the classics. Cuban Link 1 and 2. Shaolin versus Wu Tang. I love that one. That was very solid. With Mobility, I love that one as well. I think those are his best albums. But this shit is like one of his worst. So I'm gonna give it one mic.
Definitely. Alrighty. Alright, well, I'm gonna end off this video off right here because I gotta get some sleep for work in the morning. Um, pretty much dope review, Cavase. Thank you so much, as always, for coming up here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I always love your input and output. Shout out to Eric too. I wish his connection was a fair bit better. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's technology for you. So Sunday, we're gonna do a double review of Mariah Carey's Emotions and Music Box.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? What time? I get up at 3 o'clock Sunday. What's your schedule looking like that day?
I'll be free on Sunday. So.
Okay, I'll text you the updated schedule before I go to sleep tonight. Um, Sometime next week, I definitely plan on doing a review on Jungle Fever,
All right.
that movie and the soundtrack. Which, spoiler alert, I'm more willing to talk more about the soundtrack.
You
And
don't like the movie?
we'll talk about it. We'll talk
Oh
about.
my lord.
We'll talk.
Is Kavesi joining us for that? Cause I know he said he loves Spike Lee.
Oh yeah, yeah. Spike Lee, my guy. If I'm
Yeah.
if I'm available, what day is that?
I'm working on a schedule tonight,
Okay.
but I didn't even get my work schedule yet. But I know that Friday I'm going to Maryland on Friday. So if I play my cards right, it probably might be Saturday, next Saturday,
Right.
maybe. But let me see how things go and shit, because I know for a fact Saturday I'm working in the afternoon shift, so that's no question about it. But I'll let you know by tonight.
But
All right.
Also, this week is going to be a very interesting week when it comes to reviews. Um, it's definitely going to be some good amount of hip hop and a rock review I've never actually heard, but
Okay.
Tried told me he didn't like this artist.
Oh
You know,
boy.
yeah,
Mm.
I never heard it out. I'm always curious to hear it, but you know
Somebody
how
I
I
don't like.
you know how I love doing those authentic reviews these days.
Who you cut out? Who you reviewing?
You said what?
I say you cut out when you about to mention the artist reviewing.
Um, I'm gonna text you because I don't want to reveal it yet.
Oh, okay,
I'm gonna text you.
Mhm.
I asked Try what his opinions are about this. He said he didn't like him.
Somebody I don't like. Of
Yeah,
course.
Who Limp Bizkit?
No,
So
it's not Limp Bizkit.
I hate. He loves them. I hate him.
Wow.
Also, sometime next week is gonna be the first vinyl recap of the year and shit too. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
The vinyl recaps is probably gonna be about 6 or 7 parts. Hopefully, I'm gonna talk about the first box I have and shit too. And finally, there's one more thing I have to mention. Oh, Power Book 2 thoughts might be next week because I have a lot of. It's fuck the Tajadas. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck the Tajadas.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll expect my thoughts on Power because this season was crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we gotta wait until September for Force.
Mm. Now you got Kane in the summer.
They didn't drop the trailer yet.
I thought they did. They dropped a teaser or something like that.
Yeah, they didn't announce when it was gonna be because that whole writer's strike delayed shit.
Right.
Stupid ass writers. But anyway, actually, no. Let me take that back. It's not the writer's fault. It's just mother. It's just motherfuckers that
Hollywood.
Hollywood's fault. Yeah, I take it
Hmm.
back. Almost Hollywood. And there was a writer's strike back in '07, which kind of fucked up a lot of shows and
Hmm.
stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah. Other than that, thank y'all so much for watching this review. This is Raekwon, the Lex Diamond story.
Mm.
You know, Raekwon's still one of my favorite rappers of all time. You know, definitely gotta figure out which Wu album I want to talk about because I do want to get to 8 Diagram and Only Built for Cuban Links too. I do want to get to that, but
Right.
we still have a lot of shit and a lot of okay albums. I'm thinking the next one I want to do Jizz's Legend of the Liquid Storage. I'm thinking of that one.
Okay. I never heard that one.
how about Capadonna?
Is that the one? Is that the one with Breaker Breaker?
No, that was
That's the second one.
Beneath the Surface, which that's my
Okay.
least favorite album
Yeah, I
from him.
didn't hear that Jizzle one.
Yeah, but oh, I did say Capadonna, the Yin and the Yang. I did
Yeah.
say that one. I've been trying to delay that album for a minute, y'all.
Is that bad? It can't be worse than this.
You want to bet?
It's been a minute since I heard that shit. It's been years. I don't remember it being that bad like this one.
I'll tell you what. Since I already
Mm.
done Fish Scale last week, we recently did Sawface and this album. I'm gonna do the Capadonna the next 2 weeks.
Alright.
Shit, I need me I need me just to organize which Wu albums, look through some affiliates and shit. Cause I do also want to talk about the Jizza and DJ Muggs album too,
Oh
which
yeah, that was good. That's a good one.
that might
Ah,
be.
y'all
Okay.
ever talk about Shaheen? Manchild, that shit was
Yeah.
fire. I fuck with
Ooh,
Manchild.
We didn't do Manchild. We did Lost Generation and the first one, I think.
Okay.
yeah, Manchild. Yeah, that's definitely a
Yeah.
contender.
Manchild was good.
Master Killer's No Set Date,
That was good.
underrated classic in my opinion. Don't
I
kill
don't
me.
think it's a classic. I think it was decent.
What personal
I gotta
classic?
hear it again. I gotta
Personal
hear it
classic
again.
for me because
Yeah.
yeah, I know Method Man 421 is coming up soon.
Yeah.
Um, Ghostface is More Fish. That's coming up too. Well, Ghostface is More Fish and Big Doe Rehab. Yeah, those are on the
Alright.
way. But yeah, we can do Capadonna in the next 2 weeks. Then Jizza's Legend of the Liquid Sword and shit. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk about almost every Wu album. Just mostly the main members. I know
Yeah.
the RZA Digital Bullet. I might save that till the before we do 8 Diagrams. That's what.
Bobby
Alright.
Digital.
No, we did Bobby Digital years ago, but
Oh,
the
okay.
one from '01, I think it's called Ditch the Bullet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. Other than that, hope everyone has a good night. Again, thank y'all so much for watching this
Thanks,
review.
Maurice.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eric, like I said before. Fuck his Wi-Fi. But I'll see y'all later. Peace.
All right.
Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa! Don't forget to change the trash review. Raekwon, we love you.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
I'm gonna change it and shit, but
All right.
Uh,
uh, hope
all right,
everyone
peace, y'all.
has
Peace.
a good night. Peace.
Yeah.